Would you rather look like Jar Jar Binks or talk like Jar Jar Binks? You are not allowed to kill yourself. The way Chloe's expression changed when Ahsoka said she wasn't coming back. Does anyone else remember when Star Wars had 2 separate instances of implied human sex trafficking? Star Wars, making ponchos cool since 1977. Who believes this stuff? I'm Luke, man, I always knew. When you're 200 kilometers away from being the next president of Russia, but then decide to go into exile in Belarus instead. We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. If you had to choose, would you want a live action version of the Clone Wars or an animated version of the prequel movies? And I'm all the Jedi. A lightsaber, any weapon, only achieves worth in how it is wielded, in the effort, the struggle of the one who holds it. Such a weapon does not make a Jedi or a Sith, and at times, it makes them much less than they are. The only 2 mother duckers who survived from Star Wars Episode 1 to Episode 9. Anakin was willing to sacrifice the pod racer he built from scratch to help some strangers he knew for maybe 3 hours. Anakin was a good kid. Jar Jar Binks, after seeing you bench press 250 pounds. USA strong. Create clone army in secret with Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter is found by Jedi after failed assassination. They learn he helped create the clone army. They use the clone army anyway. What are you calling this album? Star Wars just brought 2 iconic Jedi back from the dead. Aayla Secura and Shak Ti are back, as Luke Skywalker discovers the Clone Wars Jedi alive and well, beginning a huge Star Wars twist. There were 10,000 Jedi, and if Order 66 was 99% effective. Don't you dare finish that sentence. Don't do it. I'm sick of it. Your helmets, remove them. Your faces I wish to see. There's not much to look at here, sir. We all share the same face. Deceive you, eyes can. In the Force, very different each one of you are. We get our very first open world Star Wars game. You can't even customize your ducking character. DM, you know what, duck you, the Xenoceth show up. The players, the what? India loses $3 billion submarine because someone forgot to close the hatch. Did you leave the hatch open? No, did you? Darth Plagueis should have been the antagonist as Rise of Skywalker instead of Palpatine. Change my mind. How prequel fans flirt. I don't like sand. How sequel fans flirt. You come from nothing. You're nothing. Repeated, targeted harassment against any account will cause the garrison accounts to receive, at minimum, temporary suspensions. The words CIs or cisgender are considered slurs on this platform. But what about the Confederacy of Independent Systems? I can't call that CIS anymore then. Gym teacher, hurry up burger boy. Even my cat could run faster than that. Also gym teacher. Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? But do you know how the orcs first came into beings? Time is absolute, Isaac Newton. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will prove time is relative. You will try. You were supposed to observe the Titanic, not join them. Rogue One haters, when you ask what they hate about Rogue One. All these heat rebel girls got me questioning my loyalty to the Empire. I think I forgot something. If you forgot, then it wasn't important. Yeah, you're right. Corky. Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn? People who haven't seen Rebels. Yeah, I'll do you one better. Who is Grand Admiral Thrawn? Who would win? A fleet of highly trained and skilled warriors who have jetpacks, a variety of different weapons, and bulletproof or laser-proof armor. A few little scallywags. The Jedi, Sith, Republic, and Separatists. Hondo. Internet has ruined my mind. When you realize that the two greatest movie trilogies of all time end with an epic showdown in a volcanic environment. Happy lava noises. Who'd take the first shot? The amount of screen time they had. Their popularity. Rex was a part of the Star Wars universe the whole time. Heat take. I think they should have had stunt doubles to do this fight scene. R5D4 ice horribly at the most convenient moment possible. But it's just a coincidence that he speaks ancient Sith. Rey recruiting Jedi in her new movie. You're a Skywalker. You're a Skywalker. Everybody's a Skywalker. When you sacrifice your life to save your son and the galaxy, but somehow Palpatine returns. CT7567? Where is CT7567? If one of y'all says some silly ace name, this whole legion is gonna feel my wrath. Do you mean Rex? Son of a butch. Wow, they didn't even use a real rancor. Cad Bane texting. Power of the Force figures in live action. Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Tells a joke through the Force. Hee hee hee. Lol. LMRO. Hee hee. I will train you, my new apprentice. Like you trained your brother? If you live long enough, you start seeing the same eyes in different people. Episode 6, 1983, The Mandalorian, 2020. Waiting for r/prequel memes to come back online. Lord of the Rings fans discussing their franchise. Harry Potter fans discussing their franchise. Star Wars fans discussing their franchise. So, have you spoken with Master Yoda yet? Yes, it didn't go well. 2 days earlier. It's good to see you, old friend. Stop the ketamine. I must. Seeing shut. I am. Liam Neeson still wields Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber. Visible happiness. Nothing here can take out an ATST. Hold my beer. This recess rogue refused to join the fight against the Trade Federation until the Naboo said we are not recess, and he replied Yowsa no thinker Yowsa greater than the Gungans. May Silicadis. Master betting twice a week increases life expectancy by 20%. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities. Star Wars Outlaws, 2024, by Ubisoft. Halo, Renegades, 2019, by Kelly Guy. Rare, medium, medium well, you are my brother, Anakin, I loved you. Dying breath. Hey guys, I'm here now. You are dead, but we do not grant you the rank of Force Ghost. Obi-Wan around people and other Jedi. Obi-Wan dueling Dooku. Obi-Wan dueling Maul. Obi-Wan battling Grievous in a fist fight. Me at any school event. Star Wars fans in the Wanja group when they get the order to turn on Russia. Just like the simulations. George Lucas reveals Luke and Leia are siblings. Most Luke x Leia shippers. Time to abandon ship. Incestophiles. Joke's on you, I'm into that shut. What is my purpose? You scream Rey. Oh my god. Several canonically. Anakin and Ahsoka are great, but these two are the best Jedi duo. Sithin 0 BBY. No, my wife is gone, and I'm stuck in a machine for the rest of my life. A farmer boy is destroying my super weapon. Sithin 4000 BBY. Wanna eat a planet? Yes. When your mom and dad tell you to stop jumping on your bed, but you hear their bed squeaking at 2 a.m. It's not fair. Mandalorian Paris. Because worth it you are. It's over, Romeo. I have the high ground. Do you think maybe he's compensating for something? Take a seat, young Skywalker. Those cushions are hilarious. What was I even mad about? I love you guys. I want to sit next to that funny cat. Written and directed by George Lucas. I must be Frank, Your Majesty. Okay Frank, can I still be Padme? You won't be so funny when you die of sadness. Me, every time someone misspells Ahsoka to Ashoka, it's treason then. No you, why ghosts hate rain? No, why is that? Because it dampens their spirits. This mother ducker has lost his mind. Thomas Sangster at 33 and Ewan McGregor at 33. The therapist rapist. Jar Jar isn't a Sith Lord, Obi-Wan isn't Jesus, Palpatine isn't the Senate, Yoda isn't a ketamine nadbeak, and General Kenobi is not a proper response to hello there. No alcohol, because no great story ever started with a glass of milk. One day on the set of Utah Poor Hayden, and I had a bet to see who could jump down from the highest platform. Turns out I jumped right into the middle of a set rehearsal and said the first thing that came to my head. George had the cameras rolling and everything. It was brilliant. Push him into the fire. Kill him. He was my brother. I loved him. Fives arriving in clone heaven happy to see all his fallen brothers. Fives realizing Echo isn't here yet. When I left you, I was but the learner, now I'm the master. You were never granted the rank of master. Obi-Wan, that snow tree. The last time Anakin or Padme ever smiled was at Luke Skywalker. They come as a pair, they don't fight fair, but most importantly, Star Wars fans, Game of Thrones fans, getting their PTSD re-triggered after hearing the phrase, subverting expectations. Still as weak as ever, and they call you Master. You know, when I cut you in half, I should have aimed for your neck instead. Anything more to say? I like your new legs. They make you look taller. Disney, I'm going to revamp the Star Wars universe. For the better, right? Disney, for the better, right? Hit a gunship with main characters on it, or draw 25. Friend I wanna ask out invites me to the beach with some other friends. Me who hates the beach unironically because of all the sand. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. My best friend cut off my legs, my wife betrayed me, and my kids went to destroy me, but at least my grandson likes me. Obi-Wan changes his name to Ben Kenobi, the Empire. Who is this guy? When I left you, I was but the learner, now I'm the master. Not yet. I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. You missed me since last week. So this is how Liberty Ice, with thunderous applause. At least it's not dying because it's sad. My face when I found out there is a warrant for my arrest after I slaughtered an entire orphanage. It was a silly Star Wars reference. He taught me patience. He taught me wisdom. He taught me strength. He taught me that even strong men cry. He taught me that even if you kill a bunch of kids, you still go to heaven. if you feel bad about it in your 40s. A good book can change your life. Star Wars, Book of Sith. Darth Plagueis, Darth Maul, Darth Tyrannus, Darth Sidious, Darth Vader. Real parents, dead or taught to be dead. Aunt and uncle, ice. Mentor, ice. Childhood best friend, ice. New best friend, gets frozen in carbonite. Evil Dark Lord turns out to be his dad. His crush turns out to be his sister. Father, ice. Well, at least his nephew. Turned alright. Oh wait. Please don't tell anyone I live like this, Anakin. When you dart, after having Arby's for lunch, and Taco Bell for breakfast, I'm taking an awful risk. Knowing their weakness, I sent wave after wave of my own men at them, until they reached their limit and shut down. That man is a tactical genius. That gives me an idea. Mom, I gonna go out with a male friend. Be careful, boys nowadays only think about one thing. Slacks. No. Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the final season. I left instructions for everyone while I'm gone. Mine just says Anakin. No. I want you to apply it to every possible situation. When you find out there's 2 billionaires planning to cage fight. More. My child in utero in the middle of the night. One way out. The near destruction of the galaxy by the Sith fleet at Exegol. Ahsoka and Padme going on a random diplomatic mission. Imperial citizens when they hear about the fourth unfortunate mining incident this week. Now that's a name I haven't heard since I threw your dad in a volcano. Mom, did you sleep well? Me. Luke, according to The Last Jedi, you think what? That I'm gonna walk out with a laser sword and face down the whole First Order? Luke means in Battlefront 2, I'm gonna walk out with a laser sword and face down the whole First Order. Venators. I have a hangar with space for 420 fighters and bombers, decent heavy weaponry and a bet-ton of weapons against small starships, Imperial class star destroyers. I have barely any AA weapons. My hangar has space for just 72 ships and those ships have neither shields nor life support systems. Bro, I'm just a space station. Shut up. Shut up before I cut you, amateur. The dark side of the Force surrounds the Chancellor. Chancellor ends up being the Sith Jedi. Palpatine looking at young Anakin's career with interest. Naboo, colorized, circa 32 before the Battle of Yavin. Hello there, General Jacuzzi. Star Wars, making ponchos cool since 1977. Welcome. I have been expecting you. Impossible. When you realize that Jar Jar earned Windu's respect in less than 2 days, while Anakin couldn't earn it in 13 years. Visible anger. The kind of motivation I need in the morning. Palpatine. Do it. Do it. Do it. Obi-Wan Kenobi. There are one or fewer people in the US named Obi-Wan Kenobi. Impossible. Perhaps the archives are incomplete. Me after finishing my last exam. The mission, the nightmares, they're finally over. Cara Dune actually own a sniper rifle that could penetrate anything. She didn't use, because it's too OP, so the writer didn't add it. Din Djarin would be dead long before the episode end. Thinking Darth Vader would use a Delta Star to destroy Tatooine, because sand. Knowing Darth Vader won't do that, because then the sand will be scattered in space. Okay, gang, let's see who's really behind the collapse of the Galactic Empire and the rise of the rebellion. Then I'm a Jedi. Not yet. What? This is outrageous. It's unfair. How can I have learned everything I need to know and not be a Jedi? Not this shit again. Anakin. Jedi Order. Why did he betray us? I slaughtered hundreds of innocent women and children. I beat up the creep who tried to kiss without your consent. Me when I realized that episode 7, 8, and 9 are canon events. Today you get to see how a real Jedi cruiser operates, and have the chance to serve alongside 2 Jedi Masters. Lord Vader, what makes you so sure you'll find the Death Star plans on Tatooine? Are you kidding? Every time anything happens, it's on Tatooine. Hell, this is probably where Obi-Wan's been hiding all this time. This is where the fun begins. General Kenobi, now might be a good time to have the high ground. That's my secret, Cap. I always have the high ground. Choose your fighter. I like them. I like them all. They're good. Every single one of them. And not just the fries, but the mash and hash browns too. Just relax, we are not in trouble yet. Monster out there, leaking in here. All thinking and no power. We know y'all are thinking we are in trouble.